From the front page of the Yonkers Statesman, December 19, 1916. Headline: Declares the war must go on. British Premier Lloyd George said in the House of Commons today it was felt they should know before entering upon negotiations that Germany was prepared to accede to the only terms whereon it was possible for peace to be obligated and maintained in Europe. The Premier said there were no proposals for peace. To enter into proposals of which he had no knowledge was to put his head into a noose with the rope end in the hands of Germany. He added that the Central Powers' note and the speech preceding its dispatch afforded small encouragement for honorable and lasting peace. The Premier said, "Our answer will be given in full accord with our allies. Each of the allies has separately and independently arrived at a conclusion." He was glad the first answer had been given by France and Russia. He said the allies would insist that the only end of the war must be a complete guarantee against Prussian militarism disturbing again the peace of Europe. The formal reply of the allies will be given in a few days. The Premier said, "We will wait until we hear what terms and guarantees there are, and if they are surer than those which Germany broke. Meanwhile, we put trust in an unbroken army." He declared that peace without reparation was impossible. Interest in war operations was largely swept aside today by the attention given on all sides to the speech of Premier David Lloyd George in the British House of Commons. Military developments during the last 24 hours are few and unimportant for the most part. On the Verdun front, there had been only one bombardment since the French attack yesterday, which Paris reported as winning back Chambret Farm from the Germans. In the Romanian war theaters, reports indicate the Russians are preparing to make a stand in southern Moldavia, where it is reported they are making a strong defensive line. Headline: Barge Canal and the Cost of Living. One of the many benefits that will be derived from the Barge Canal will be a marked reduction in the cost of transporting all manner of produce between the East and West. This means that there is bound to be a corresponding reduction in the present cost of foodstuffs and other produce, says a statement from the State Engineer and Surveyor's Office. To better illustrate this truth, it need only be pointed out that the present rail rate on 1 bushel of wheat going between Buffalo and New York is 5 cents, exclusive of elevator and terminal charges. Canal transportation men, and particularly those who are actively planning the construction and operation of the barges on the state's waterway, agree that this same amount of wheat can be shipped by canal for 2.5 cents at the most, and possibly for 2 cents as an average. Furthermore, recent experiments which have been conducted on the Champlain Canal by the old type of canal boat have demonstrated that it's not only cheaper to ship by water, but that produce can be shipped quicker by barge than it can by rail. And that's the news from Yonkers, 100 years ago today.